Hi listeners, it's Kat here from Aghast. I just wanted to take a quick minute outside of the show to let you know about empowerment coaching. I know this is probably confusing a lot of people right now. Outside of telling you about true crime, I work as a life coach, helping others achieve their goals, break down barriers, eliminate limiting beliefs, or anything else a person may need guidance to achieve their most authentic life. The world has been upside down since 2020, and I know a lot of us may be lost, confused, or unsure as to what we want and how to get there. If you think speaking with a life coach may help you, please feel free to contact me at alteregowellness@outlook.com or at alteregowell on Instagram. Okay, now back to our show.
Hi there. Ooh, I see you there. I see you listening. Come a little bit closer. Yeah, you smell that? That sour smell in the air is not your expired milk. It's true crime. And it's time to investigate it before the fruit flies arrive. Today we got on Castbox a millennial named BJ, a .22 rifle, a claw hammer, and a condition like schizophrenia, but moodier. If you think, shit, this sounds like a Jackass clone video that only has 48 views on YouTube, you're not far from the truth. No, unfortunately, this is the Halloween Massacre, which is a very general fucking... Why is it called the Halloween Massacre?
Well, you just learned why.
It was a fucking...
massacre that occurred on Halloween.
It was an unfortunate event that happened on Halloween that was dubbed the Halloween Massacre. This one's gonna suck, but they all do. So, grab yourself some brown liquor or whatever suits your fancy, maybe some sherry, and let's get into this. I'm John.
And I'm Kat.
And this is Castbox.
Hi everyone.
Hey dear friends. Hey. Oh dear. Oh goodness me.
We're recording on Friday, so it's Friday.
It's Friday, thank God. For you, it's Monday.
Yes. So,
Monday.
So
Shrivel that dick.
way to if anything shrivels a dick, it's a Monday.
Yeah, holy Christ. All right, what do we got today?
Well, why don't you give us our disclaimer?
Oh, can we have a little bit of a preamble?
Yeah.
A little bit of a chit-chat?
It's a beautiful day.
No one gives a fuck about the day.
Tomorrow we'll be watching...
Okay, the disclaimer. Cue the fucking music. Hey, folks. Welcome to Castbox. We here at Castbox have a light touch to true crime. The lightest touch, if true crime is the tip of a penis. We are the dabbing tongue of podcasts, just lightly touching it and giving you a sensation of dread and horror and exhilaration. The reason we have to be this way is because true crime sucks. In case you weren't aware, true crime sucks. Rapes aren't fun, neither are murders and torture and all that shit. So we have to have a little bit of levity, otherwise we'll go fucking insane. If you are not into insulting and ridiculing and making fun of rapists and murderers and their shithole families that made them and all the other assholes that made it easier for the criminals to do what they do, if you don't like that, you're a fucking moron. Go somewhere else. For the rest of you, grab something alcoholic. We recommend severely alcoholic. And let's get pissed off while we get right pissed. Good luck to you. Thank you very much.
That was beautiful. Thank you. And I would just like to point out, John and I have been toying with the idea of video recording our podcast.
Or just quitting altogether.
So for those of you who might be curious as to...
For all 12 of you who listen to this on the regular.
And might be curious as to what we look like and how we banter back and forth. We are toying... Let us know what you think of that idea if you would watch it. You can head over to our YouTube channel, Catam Concoction, and under the Castbox playlist, we do some fun stuff with our videos, our podcast recordings, to make it a little bit more interesting for a video. So we recommend you head on over there and give us a listen too. I would also like to point out, if any of you were curious as to what the great actor Sam Elliott would look like as a 35-year-old, I am sitting right beside him right now.
Whatever. Okay.
John is...
I grew a mustache. It doesn't matter.
John's getting ready for his Movember stash game a little early, and I'm sitting next to a 35-year-old Sam Elliott.
Lanky. There's a man. Won't say a good man. He's a coward, really. He's so good at the beginning of Big Lebowski.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get on with the goddamn show. Let's get on with the goddamn show. Go!
All right. In 2001, Susan and her husband William Liske tied the knot, blending their families together. William had a son named William Jr., but he went as BJ for short.
Oh, that's not good.
I went to school with a BJ. And Susan having two sons herself, Devin and Derek. Everyone seemed to get along with each other except for BJ and his new stepmother.
Oh, shit.
On October 31st, 2010, Susan's son, 16-year-old Devin, had returned home from his Sunday morning church service. He had spent the night at his biological father's house the night before. He noticed that the house was pretty quiet, his family likely being out for the morning. So he headed to his room to play some video games. However, around 1:30 p.m., he realized that it was a little strange for his family not to be home yet. Or for the house to be so quiet.
Yeah.
Especially with it being Halloween Day. And he headed into his mother's and stepfather's bedroom and saw them there still in bed, their comforter pulled up over their heads.
Oh, fuck.
He started talking to his mom as he walked towards her, hoping to wake her. He tapped her leg that was sticking out of the comforter, but still no response from his mother or his stepfather. He started to pull the blanket down off of their heads, and that was when he noticed all of the blood and blood-stained pillowcases.
Oh, shit, goddammit.
Still in shock, he sadly thought his mother was playing a prank on him.
Oh, fucking God.
In the spirit of Halloween. But very shortly after, as everything in front of him became clearer, he realized it wasn't a joke. Devin bolted out of the house in a panic, frantically calling his aunt in tears. While she headed over to the house, she contacted the police. Police arrived very shortly after receiving the aunt's call and started processing the scene. William Liske had been shot 5 times in the face and head. Susan was sexually assaulted and shot in the head 3 times.
Oh my God.
It's not entirely clear if she was sexually assaulted before her murder or afterwards.
Oh, Jesus.
In his panic, Devin didn't think to check on his brother Derek before fleeing the house. When police made it to Derek's bedroom, they received no response through the locked door, so they had to kick it in. There they found 23-year-old Derek Liske. He was curled up in his bed in the fetal position. He had suffered blunt force trauma to his head and was pronounced dead at the scene.
Oh my God, holy fuck.
Though he was struck more than once, the coroner believes it was the first hit that killed him. It is likely that Derek was killed with a claw hammer, as one was found at the crime scene and matched Derek's injuries.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
16-year-old Devin had lost his mother, Susan, his stepfather, William, and his brother, Derek, all in a matter of moments.
Yeah, I wonder where BJ is.
Investigators very briefly considered that Devin could have been the murderer. However, neighbors had come forward saying they heard gunshots around 6 a.m., and Devin was with his biological father at that time. And, doing my research, this was a beautiful, suburb.
Yeah.
And I feel like gunshots are probably not a common sound that you would hear. But I know the mind tries to label things differently.
Someone's popping popcorn.
Yeah, or thinking maybe it's a Halloween prank. But, I feel like there's no harm in just calling and having someone check it out,
Yeah, that's why they have the non-emergency line.
Devin also had no history as someone being able to do this to his family. Investigators then turned their attention to 18-year-old BJ Liske, William's biological son. BJ had a history with attacks against his family. In 2002, cops were first called to the Liske residence when BJ was making threats to harm himself. When the cops arrived, BJ had attacked them.
He attacked the fucking cops?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
In 2004, he attacked Susan by punching her in the chest. In another incident, he threw a mug at her head.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
In the same year, he was charged with criminal assault and robbery for hitting Susan and taking her car keys.
Jeez. He's the trouble. He's the black sheep. Boys will be boys.
Susan and William decided to put BJ in a mental health group home, trying to get BJ some help. He got into multiple fights with staff and other residents, resulting in the cops being called numerous times. He was released from the group home, but his aggression worsened. He ended up attacking Susan again while she was in the shower.
Jeez, the mental home, maybe. I think boot camp.
Yeah.
Get someone to rough this fucker up.
And the poor father, he was really trying to help his son as well as defend his wife and trying to just keep the peace. BJ was admitted into the mental health facility for attacking Susan in the shower and would receive treatment for schizoaffective disorder with bipolar type. According to mayoclinic.org, schizoaffective disorder is a mental health disorder that is marked by a combination of schizophrenia symptoms, such as hallucinations or delusions, and mood disorder symptoms, such as depression or mania. The difference between schizoaffective disorder and schizophrenia is the prominence of the mood disorder. With schizoaffective disorder, the mood disorder is front and center, and with schizophrenia, it's not a dominant part of the disorder.
Well, did you know, Kat, that another difference is the psychotic symptoms that people experience?
Thank you, John. I didn't know you were so knowledgeable in that.
Well, I watch Frasier.
After leaving the hospital, he entered a halfway house. William was determined to help his son and support him through his treatment. A week before the murders, William had taken a week off to spend time with BJ to go hunting together at the family cabin. However, only 24 hours after arriving at the cabin, they were back home. It would be that night after arriving home from the cabin that BJ would murder his father, stepmother, and stepbrother.
Jesus fucking Christ.
While searching the cabin, investigators found a .22 caliber rifle. He was charged with the murder of his father, William, his stepmother, Susan, and his stepbrother, Derek. BJ pleaded guilty to all charges. He stated to his mother in a jailhouse confession that he was in his right mind. He also stated in court, quote, "I loved my dad very much, and it makes me feel sick every time I think about what I did. I can't really explain why this all happened, but I think most of it all had to do with my mental illness," end quote.
Oh man, I guess you're a victim too, you little shit.
BJ Liske was sentenced to life in prison without parole. He committed suicide in 2015 at the age of 29.
He was 29 in 2015. Let's do the math. And what does the board say? 1986. Millennial alert!
Go, go, Power Rangers!
Fucking asshole. Ah, what a piece of shit.
And he's an elder millennial.
Yeah, he is an elder millennial. He's just, he would have been 1 year older than us.
Mm-hmm. So I do think he truly did suffer from something. Obviously, he was diagnosed with the schizoaffective disorder with bipolar type. I do feel bad that he wasn't able to get the help that was serving him the most. And I did do a lot, like I condensed the story quite a bit, but just delving into his story, like I do feel he did have remorse for what he did.
Did you hear like voice recordings or anything?
No, it was just like photos of the court process and his face and his demeanor and.
So he just like shot them both in the head, and then took a fucking claw hammer to his stepbrother.
And he did sexually assault Susan.
Okay.
I
say fuck him.
I believe I would imagine the sexual assault probably took place after her death, because I couldn't find anything indicating defense wounds on him, and I feel like you would put up a fight if someone was pinning you down, or at the very least she would have more marks on her other than gunshots. She would have bruises from being held down. Or
what year did this happen?
In 2001. In 2010.
So that was 5 years earlier. So he's 29 in 2015, so he was 24. A 24-year-old would overpower a middle-aged woman, no problem.
But do you know what I mean? Like, she would probably have bruises or marks on her.
There was no evidence of that?
No, that's what I mean. I feel like, not that I could find, I feel like if it happened beforehand, there would have been some indication that a struggle happened on either of their bodies.
Jesus.
So I feel like I would think that it happened afterwards, but I could be wrong. So that's dad, brother, and stepmother.
Jesus.
And
was there a sign of like a fight between him and his stepbrother? Like, he was pretty old too.
Yeah, and he was curled up in the fetal position. So I wonder, I think it happened in the night. So okay. And I would imagine that the brother got it first because he would have heard the gunshots and probably would have. So I would think that the brother got it first.
So that's the piece of shit? Mm-hmm. He's a pudgy looking piece of shit.
Well, everyone gets a little bit pudgy in prison.
Yeah.
I feel like you hear that a lot, or you see it a lot in pictures.
It's that really good, jail food that the taxpayers pay for. Oh, he looks like scum.
Yeah.
He looks like a son of a bitch. He looks like one of those shitheels that made those like jackass mimic fucking videos like on VHS.
Yeah.
He looks like a skateboarder who doesn't know how to skateboard.
Yeah.
He carries it with him. It's like one of those fucking pricks at middle school who has like a guitar case for a backpack, but no guitar in the fucking case.
Did you have that at your school?
Oh, we had tons of cunts like that.
I can't say I recall having that, but you went to Catholic and I went to public.
He looks like the kind of person who would have about 16 hairs on his chin, and he would plug one nostril and shoot it out onto the fucking sidewalk in February. Am I painting a picture? He looks like someone who would wear Timberlands.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
He looks like someone who would say, I love Saks underwear, but not own a pair, He looks like someone who wouldn't get a BJ. Right? He looks like someone who'd whip his dick out and the girl would giggle for a second and then be like, I got a headache, I'm going home.
Oh my God. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he looks like someone who jerks off with just an index finger and a thumb.
Oh my God.
I'm glad he's fucking dead. Hope he's rotting in hell.
Should we get to Dylan?
I feel bad for the brother, though.
Oh my God. The whole family. What they had to endure leading up to this.
Well, if it was rifle shots and the one hit of the hammer, I think that's the best of a shitty situation. Yeah. They both died pretty quickly.
Yeah, he was hit multiple times, but the coroner does believe it was the first blow that did him in. So, and if he was sleeping,
I wonder if it was hard. If it would be harder or easier for the brother to have this happen to his family at 16. We've talked about a lot of surviving family members who were much younger. But I wonder at 16, you're 2 years away from being an adult. Them. Yeah, well,
he didn't find his brother, but
that would be pretty fucking traumatic as well.
And the poor guy thinking, it's a Halloween prank.
Oh, I know.
Crazy mom.
It's 2010. You're playing the PS fucking 2. Mm-hmm. You're playing some Spyro. I haven't heard anyone in a while. Yeah. And then to find that shit, for fuck's sake.
And you could tell he obviously cared for his family, because I feel like if that were me at 16, I'd be nice, I have the house to myself and all this. But he had genuine concern, why isn't anyone here yet? It's Halloween day, obviously. He's used to maybe a level of excitement or hustle and bustle on Halloween day, so he had enough concern to be okay, I'm gonna check around and see what's going on.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that poor fucking family. Holy fuck.
I know.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Well, at least this piece of shit is dead.
Yeah. But anyways, shall we get to Dylan?
Yeah. Let's brighten the mood and listen to our patron saint, Dylan McDermott. All right, Dylan, tell us what you have to share. LA is such a fascinating place to me. So big and diverse. It's so spread out that you can go from Zuma to downtown, and there's really like 10 different towns in between.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you know what also makes it so fucking fascinating and big and diverse is the goddamn homeless people and the drug use in the tent cities under the highways.
Yeah, that really keeps it diverse. You know?
Hashtag Gavin Newsom's a piece of shit. Hashtag Florida's awesome. LA is such a shit dump. Like, but I don't know when he gave that quote. Maybe it was in the 80s when LA was
Maybe it was when
still a shit dump.
Maybe it was when he was in LA promoting something. What's he gonna say? No, this place fucking sucks.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
I remember being on the bus once in Hamilton.
I was gonna be like, you went to LA?
No. But I was in Hamilton with one of my exes. And
I wonder what ex this was.
No, it wasn't that one. It was another one. She went to McMaster University. No, she was too stupid for that. She went to Mohawk College. I'm just fucking kidding. I'm not dissing on Mohawk College. But no, she went to Mohawk College. She was stupid though. I forget the program she was doing, but it was for someone who didn't want to do anything with their lives. And
gender studies?
Yeah, some fucking useless women's studies or some shit like that. Nothing important like a trade, nothing that would get you a job instantaneously. Anyway, so we were on a bus, and I hadn't been in Hamilton before, the Steel City. So I was jarred by the amount of pigeons and bird shit and the complete stink of the city. And smog. Mm-hmm. And I said very loudly, probably louder than I should have on the fucking bus, Hamilton fucking sucks. And these group of people looked at me and they had like this look on their face that they just had like a real spicy fart. Like they were very uncomfortable. Yeah. And I imagine if they had approached me, like they weren't going to approach me, but I imagine if they did, I would have no argument because I'm like, I tell them where I'm from, and they'd be like, that's also a shithole.
Yeah.
Everywhere in Ontario is a fucking shithole, unless you were at the Thousand Islands.
Yeah, Hamilton though, like just has like a different. It's like the Detroit of and I'm not shitting on Detroit at all. I'm just saying like it's industrial. It's very industrial, and it's like isn't it like our Motor City?
I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about fucking Ontario.
But I have never seen the sun in Hamilton. I've only
That's true. You drive in there and it's a gray day.
It's always a gray day.
You drive into Hamilton and it's like, am I in a Fincher movie?
Yeah.
Is this like, Seven?
Yeah,
What's going on here?
It's always gray. You could come from like sunny Toronto or something.
There's no such thing as sunny Toronto.
But I'm just saying you could be coming from, anywhere, and Hamilton just like, you just kind of like enter this curtain of gray sky. Yeah. My ex and I, when we adopted our dog, we adopted him from a family in Hamilton that had a litter of puppies, and it was like the most terrifying experience. Like, and I Google Earthed the place, and I was like, it's a nice house. I wanted to make sure we weren't going to show up for like a puppy and get murdered or something.
Yeah, that's usually a good call.
Yeah, but oh my God, the drive there was absolutely terrifying. And the house was nice, but was in no way, and the people were lovely, but it was not in a great area of town. And I was like, I just want to get this dog and leave. Like,
just get us this fucking dog so we can get out of here.
And that was Bo. So Bo comes from Hamilton.
Oh, no wonder he is the way he is. Bo has a licking problem. He licks. He's like Heath Ledger's Joker, just constantly licking himself, and he eats his own cum.
You have to edit that out. That is disgusting.
We'll save a real gross story for a more bland true crime story. Anyways, we've gone on way too fucking long. Thanks so much for sticking around.
Yes.
And thanks for tuning in, and have a lovely goddamn week.
Yeah, do check out our YouTube channel, Catam Concoction. We do have a lot of other things on there outside of true crime. I'm very proud of our YouTube channel.
And we have no time to add to it aside from this.
It's very eclectic, so we would love for you guys to head over there too and check out some different things. We have like video game let's plays and some music. We have some like try videos. Well, we have one try video.
Yeah, okay.
But
Enough with the plug.
All right.
Thanks so much, folks. Have a lovely week.
You can check us out on YouTube at Catam Concoction.
That's CATAM CONCOCTION.
And on Instagram at cast_aghast.
Remember, there's a silent H. If true crime was the tip of a penis, we are the dabbing tongue of true crime of podcasts.
In 2001, Susan and her husband William Liske, would you say Liske or Liske?
I have no idea.
Liske?
Liske. There's so many
Liske,
different
okay.
ways. Liske. It's hard to read. Sometimes use your eyes. That's the first step.
Devin bolted out of the house in a panic, and he frantically called his aunt in tears.
Just do the whole sentence.
Devin bolted out of the house in a panic, and Devin bolted out of his house in a panic, frantically. Devin bolted out of the house in a panic, frantically calling his aunt in tears while heading over to the house. Oh my God.
What? How did you write this sentence? Oh, that's a tough word. How are you gonna?
No, I know the word.